You see something new every day. All right, with that, without further ado, I should say, we are back with the brand new Foodie Friday, and this week we are taking you down to Berlin to visit one of the friends of the show, Chef Paul Suplee. Welcome to another episode of Foodie Friday. This week we're in Berlin at the newest invention from Chef Paul Suplee, Boxcar on Main. And of course, we already know that Chef Paul's standards are all the way up here, so I'm sure this place is going to live up to the hype. Let's go. Immediately when you walk into Boxcar on Main, the ambiance and decor let you know you're in for something special. It feels warm and inviting, and that, along with the stellar food, is why it's already been such a success.
You know, the town of Berlin has been phenomenal. The guests have been phenomenal across the board, and I knew that it would be well received. I just didn't realize how well received it would be. So it's been fun, and it's been fun for the crew. I mean, they're loving what's happening here.
Boxcar on Main is Chef Paul Suplee's newest creation, a Marine Corps veteran turned culinary master who is trained under some of the best. Now he's handed off his trusted recipes to executive chef Craig O'Neill to allow him to step into a role where he can do table touches, supervise, and run the whole restaurant without having to stay in the kitchen.
I gave him the menu and said, "This is my baby, and it's all yours." So it's awesome because I'm happy now cooking.
And O'Neill is no slouch. At Boxcar, we started off with their roasted oysters. The oysters fresh from Johnson Bay Farms and done in their Pompeii Oven. Right off the bat, the bar was set high. Exactly like you said, buttery, lemony, garlicky, but it doesn't mask the flavor of the oyster, and that's what I love. So you still get that full flavor. And it's almost like the perfect size. I mean, I would say that's a perfect bite. That's an amazing flavor right there, but not too complicated. But that's what Chef Paul shows with his cooking, an homage to the great chefs he's trained under.
Nothing that we do is over the top. And I don't believe in overcomplicating food. You know, I worked for Michel Richard years and years ago, and when he had Baltimore, when he had Citronelle in Baltimore, and all the food that he did was done correctly and done right, but none of it was overly complicated.
Another dish that was simple but oh so good, salmon belly on the half shell. The fish cooking right through the skin with a nice char on the bottom and served with greens with a balsamic vinaigrette. Immediately that char from the skin works so well, and it's almost like the dish has layers to it. You get through that next layer and next layer and next layer. Literally, it was so good, I temporarily got lost in just how many layers of flavor there were. But I pulled myself back together for this masterpiece, a whole bronzino done in the Pompeii Oven, stuffed with lemon and herbs, roasted, then immediately hit with garlic butter. The dish was, simply put, perfection. Paul. That right there, man. One, downtown delicious, but two, that is phenomenal. And sure, I get the idea of eating a whole fish, probably scares some people, but our cameraman Mike may have said it the best.
Let me tell you what, Shore, Maryland folks, if you can pick a crab, you can pick a fish. You know what you're missing.
I mean, he's right. You can pick a crab, you can pick a fish, and that fish is darn good. If you'd like to try Boxcar on Main, you can find them at 104 North Main Street in Berlin. Of course, if you go, let them know that you saw them on Foodie Friday.